Welcome to the Art of Hitting channel. Today we got a video with legendary player Curt Hollis, excuse me, and Mark Wadsworth, also a big-time player out of the state of Florida. Both Hollis players won 9 out of 10 Florida half-century state championships. And I won't go in why we didn't win 10 in a row, but that's another story. But we were actually going to talk to you about Mark Wadsworth, and he's having a problem getting it up. Well, you know, getting the ball up, that is. So let's listen to what's going on in this group. Well, what an honor today. Big Mark Wadsworth is out here. Mark, you and I go way back, man.
Way back.
Yeah. Let me think if you were like, I was an umpire in a church league, and you were like 19 years old
17.
or something? 17 years old. So I've known you since you were 17.
Playing shortstop for Church of God.
Yeah, and you know, we've been friends for a long time. That's what, probably, 40 years?
More than that.
Yeah, okay, well, we'll figure it out later.
46, to be exact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we played against each other a lot of times when we were younger. I don't remember playing any young guy ball. We played against you.
Played against each other.
Yeah, yeah. Then we got into the 50s, and you came over, and we went with that Hollis run for like what? How many state championships?
9, 10?
I think it was 9. I think it was 9.
I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, I remember many grand slams with you in those runs. But
got lucky back in them days, but now I'm struggling.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that in a minute. We were at the field here where you used to hit it over, you know, like 380 or something like that. When we first started hitting, we've been hitting together out here for 10 years or better, right?
Better, 20.
Yeah. So you got a problem. What were you gonna say? What's your problem?
Can't get that ball up no more.
Can't get it up?
Yeah, I mean, too many ground balls. You know, you got that situation. You got a runner on third. You got one out. You got to be able to hit that consistent fly ball.
Well, here's my, you know, this is my kind of cardinal rule. There's 3 things you must have and you must focus on, really, is your stride, your load, and your swing. And the rest of the stuff will, you know, come in as long as you got your stride, your load, and your swing. Now, as far as getting the ball up consistently, we're just lucky enough today to have with us the guy that hits more fly balls than anybody that I know in my 57-year career. Not only, you know him well, Big Curt Hollis.
That's it.
Big Curt Hollis is one of the best fly ball hitters there are. Of course, a lot of his fly balls go about 350 or 360. So let's go over and talk to Big Curt.
Let's do it. Thank you, Ed.
Here we are with Big Curt Hollis. You're one of the brother of the famous Audie Hollis, huh?
Yeah, I'm the younger brother, despite what he'll tell you.
Yeah, younger. You're looking good, big dog.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
you know, you were the big home run king for the Hollis appraisal team that won a lot of tournaments in our day. I think I don't know the number, so I won't repeat it, but it's a lot. Long run. But listen, we got, you know, I just told the audience that you were the greatest fly ball guy I knew, and because you know, Wads needed some help hitting a fly ball in a crucial situation. I think he's bullshitting me, to tell you the truth, but you know, I said we had the best fly ball guy in the country. And I did say you hit some of them fly balls about 370, 380. Yeah. Oh, there's Wads.
But here's the difference, though, Mr. Rose. His fly balls go 400. Mine go 20 feet.
Wads,
we got to stop that.
I've seen you hit a ball out of this park right here, folks. You see that building down there? That building down there? It came all the way up here and went all the way in that Little League field. And I'm saying that's like, I don't know, 390. Oh, yeah. And it was over the lights. That was back in the day when.
I've seen him hit him over there.
Yeah, that was back in the day. I was, you were what, 60? No, you were 50. He was 50, and I was like 65.
Yeah.
Now I'm 77. The boy's only 60. So, dude, that's a long time ago. But let's get back. Wads, get over here. We got to get you straightened up.
Yes,
what do you recommend with this guy at the plate here, boy?
All joking aside.
All right, you got to get up. Do you want to get up?
Get up here to the plate here. Show him what to do here. Get up here to the plate.
See, I typically stand back here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're looking to get a ball up,
Right.
you want to get it up. You want to get it up on.
Get it up higher.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to look for high pitch, right?
Yeah. In other words, if I'm trying to get one up, I'm on. If I generally here, if I'm gonna try to get one up, then I'll generally get up in front of the box.
Oh, there you go.
You know, that way you can catch your pitch up here. Just gotta-
You're wanting the ball up here.
Yeah. If
I
I'm trying to.
typically hit the ball down here.
No, that's where you would like you. That's the way you swing, but that, you know, it's a
Yes.
lesser chance of getting a fly ball, right, Kurt?
Lesser chance of getting a fly ball, even though some guys can do that. And what they do when they do that, they get full extension down here. A lot of times when you get up here, you can get tied up.
But you have a big risk of getting a ground ball with a low pitch, no matter what, how good you are.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, but if you got to get a ball up, you got to get a ball in the outfield, move up. I like to move up and get off just a little bit. That way I'm sure I can get the barrel out there on it.
We're going to have to try that today, Mr. Rose.
Well, we'll get a couple of your swings. I want to see what you. I haven't got your swing on slow motion. I'm gonna do it on a slow motion. Okay, that's advice from the greatest fly ball hitter that I know, and I know a lot of them. Hey Wads, what's your strategy where you stand at the plate? What's your strategy on that?
I'm a little bit beyond halfway because I want here,
Okay.
and that's probably my challenge.
So what you're going to do then is move up. Right? You move up a couple steps, put that front foot,
Well, if I move up here,
and
that's
then you're going to
put me
get it
up
high.
here.
So why don't you try that a couple times?
Everyone ready to laugh?
Yeah,
Always ready to laugh.
yeah, it wasn't a fly ball.
Laugh.
Yeah, that's all you got to do right there.
That's weird. I move up, I hit it down.
But was it a low pitch or high pitch? There you go. That's the one. I mean, 9 out of 10 times. Watch so far with those swings.
Oh yeah,
I ain't seen anything you're doing wrong.
dead center. Back
Only hitting it about 330, 340 last
Well, I
couple.
took your advice.
What's that?
Stride, load, go. Right?
Yeah, you're doing
What's the
excellent.
three things?
That's the three things, buddy. Stride, load, and go.
No, I haven't counted.
Oh yeah.
That's it well,
Oh, yeah.
dude.
That's sweet.
That was 360. It might be 370.
Good swing. Good swing.
So,
Kurt. Let's talk a little bit about what we just spoke with Wads about. You know, Wads was having problems with getting the ball up in the air. I think most of it's in his head because he hits the ball pretty good. But you gave him some recommendations. Let's review that.
Yeah. I think really the only big thing that he's got to do, of course, you know, you study the pitcher. You know, when you're in the hole, you study, you find out what he likes to throw in different situations and whatnot. But bottom line is, you know, is he consistently high arc, or you just figure out what you think you're going to get from him.
So
And you set yourself in the box accordingly. But now, if you're looking to get the ball up, then I may move up a little bit.
because
towards that pitch.
you want to get a higher pitch.
That's right.
Because once up there, if you hit it right, it's going to go in the outfield.
That's right. So whereas, you know, you want to take your same swing, but by moving up, then you're just going to contact that ball.
See, what I try to do is get under the bottom of the ball, a little
Right.
square,
Right.
but under it at least.
Right. And so I think that's probably, he doesn't need to change a lot. He hits the crap out of the ball. He hits it hard. And to get a little backspin on it, I think you just slide up just a little bit, ever so much in the, you know, and then just let her rip.
Well, okay. Well, now we're going to go into some videos of you, and I want you to review it with me, and you know, we'll talk about load, stride, and attack, swing, whatever you want to say.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Okay, we talked about Wads and his problem with getting the ball up, and Curt worked with him. But right now what we're going to do is we're going to talk to Curt. Actually, he's in the studio with me today by happen chance. He's staying over. They got a big tournament down in Vero Beach. And, you know, Curt was one of the main clogs, him and Wadsworth, in the championship run we had with Hollis 9 out of 10 years. It's very, I don't think it's, I don't know if it's going to be repeated ever, but no one's repeated it yet. Yeah, so these guys are legendary players. And we're going to look at Curt's swing in slow motion because he's got good mechanics, and he's going to talk with us as I go through it. So let's, right, Curt, you ready for this?
Yeah, let's give it a whirl.
So what are you doing here, buddy?
Well, you know, I like to stay behind the ball. I like to get up and get a little closed off, so to speak. I like to keep my hips closed. I like to show the pitcher my number, so I've got a little bit of closure up top. Stride into the ball, and it's basically when your foot lands, you're cold, and kind of like nature will.
You said coil. I thought, right? Yeah, it's coil.
Yeah.
When your foot lands, you curl. Is that what you say? How do you?
Well, no, I'm starting off that way.
Well,
right? And I take my foot and I kind of aim it towards the first baseman, my back foot, and then I close my hips. You can see my hips closed, and that tightens
you
all
look like
around
you're
your leg.
pretty deliberate coming back there and trying. And then you know what got me was you looked over your shoulder, just like Bruce Mia had told me a couple weeks ago. He says, what I do, Ed, is I get in there and I look over my left shoulder, and you do the same thing, right?
That's right. And so he looks over his left shoulder. I do too. What I'm trying to do is show the pitcher my number. That way I know that
you're coil.
That's right.
So that's it. What it's doing for you is coiling you.
That's right. And but it's basically the same. It's Bruce is doing what I do.
But Bruce was doing it before, so yeah.
Where do you think I got it?
Yeah. Well, Bruce did play up in Jacksonville there.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever go out and watch him as a kid?
Oh my God, yes.
That was
Warren Motors and
yeah.
Man, they had a heck of a team.
That was a show. I got to tell you a story about Bruce, though. I get off target here, but Bruce and I were playing in the '40s up in Jacksonville, and I think it was the ASA tournament, and he was complaining about the ball. I said to him, Bruce, I don't care what make it a ball it is, you'll hit it out with a broomstick. But he was worried about the ball. But let's get back to it.
Yeah, that's the last guy that needs to worry about the ball.
Yeah, what a guy, that Bruce. So let's look at you. Go ahead and tell me what you're doing from the start. Get go here.
Well, like I say, I like to close off, and there's two aspects really to the swing. There's the linear motion where you're moving into the ball. And then when you plant, you can't let that hip just come over that front foot, because then you lose your circular explosion. And so what you're trying to do is stay back behind that ball. And when that foot plants and it's time to go, then you go circular. So
here's your load.
That's right. And I'm kind of coiled up, or
yeah. Do you lay your bat on your shoulder sometimes? Sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
Look like you're bouncing, kind of like I do. You get that from me?
Yeah, I probably stole that from you.
Yeah. So look, man. Then you stride, weights down. Right. Now you come around and just turn that massive body and hips.
Yeah. And
you can see how much you're getting into it, because look, the way you have to step back and regain your balance.
Yeah, and that's what I've been working on here in the last year or so, is that balance. Yeah. I really kind of want to be standing there, kind of like in your opening here if people will go back and look at that opening where you've got a swing at the front of the video, how when you hit that thing, I mean, you're perfectly balanced. And so when you go circular, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for that. You're looking for that twist, and when you're not falling back, you're not falling forward, you're not falling across the plate.
Oh, that last
And that's the balance that all these great players talk about.
We have one
That's for
out.
sure. Let me show him that clip.
Oh, that's hit hard, and that is gone, folks. That ball's deep. Two-runner. That was nice.
Load, stride, and swing. Load, stride, and swing. Well, we just showed him a video, so just kind of recap it quickly and show him how you do it. You do it, you know, I mean, pretend you got a bat in your hand.
Well, all right. So, are we rolling here?
We're rolling. We're rolling, buddy.
So we're wasting good tape.
Yeah.
So load, stride, and swing. I mean, that's basically what those elements are. I like to get up, and I like to close my hip. I like to show the pitcher my number. And that's basically your load. Now your stride is moving into the ball, and that's the linear portion of the swing. At which point you get circular. You get circular and you get balance.
You keep that bat foot in place, though, right? You know, so you don't.
Load.
Yeah.
And then stride, and then the swing, and I think you can see that in the video.
Well, you see it, and you get that down. You know, go and touch that front foot. Go ahead and load up. Load up. Load up. Now.
I close the hips.
Yeah, I like that movement right there.
And so I'm looking over my left shoulder.
Yeah. Looking at the pitcher, right? Looking at the pitcher.
And then I'm letting that ball come in, and as it comes in, I get my stride, and then at that point, I keep everything back. Keep it all back. Stay behind the ball, and at that point, you come through.
Okay,
with
buddy.
the swing.
That's good video. Thanks. Well, gentlemen, I hope you got something out of our presentation here. We try to put pieces together to help you. The main point we're trying to get across is load, stride, and rotation. You can do it a lot of different ways, but you need that step towards the ball, not away from it or in the box. There's a lot of things in hitting. Thinking's not one of them. You got to do it on the practice field. You got to get to the point that you have controlled aggression, perfect the balance between power and precision with a swing that delivers force without sacrificing form. If you hadn't seen the Lions mode, that's a video we have out about your attitude when you get in the box. It's a metaphor, but it's a good one. So look up the video, the Lions mode. We ask you to please subscribe. We're almost at 2,000. That's a personal goal of mine. Please give me help.